Whoa. I'm alive. Okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Um, yeah. Hi, humans. It's me, Ash. I'm alive. Oh, yeah. It's been a little bit. It's been a minute, maybe a few months or something like that. I don't know. Uh, but yeah. How are y'all doing? Mm, coffee. I need it because like I was just on the JW.org website and I like almost instantly fell asleep. So yeah. Oh, that's good right there. Good little stretch. I hope everyone's doing well. Um, you know, surviving and stuff. I know that me and all my other homies out here in Texas, we just got through a little bit of a thing here. We just had some snow, which apparently just like a few snowflakes here and there will completely screw us over, as we just found out. But we're fine. Well, most of us are fine. Um, yeah, like I said, it's been rough. Um, my heart goes out to the people that didn't quite get through this horrible, horrible time, and also screw anybody that is like responsible for our crappy grid not being able to hold up to this. But that's a topic for a completely different video. We're here to talk about Jehovah's Witnesses once again. Alright, so these people, man. Gosh, where do I even begin? So, yeah, it's March. It's March 1st. And you know that usually March/April, usually March or April, yeah, is when the memorial happens. Yay, the memorial. I don't know why, but they always kind of frame it like it's gonna be a pleasant thing, like let's celebrate Jesus Christ's death. Like, no. Like, what funeral do you go to? What memorial service do you go to where you're just like, yeah, let's celebrate that this person is dead? But I mean, I guess I get it. Like, they're happy that Jesus died for them. I mean, I certainly wouldn't phrase it that way, even if that's what I believed. I would still consider it a pretty solemn event. But yeah, that's Jehovah's Witnesses for you. Anyway, yeah. So interestingly enough, I was talking to a friend earlier, and he happened to pull up the JW website and saw that they are having the memorial this month on the 27th. And it's going to be virtual because, you know, COVID. So let's have a peek at that because I know I want to look. Let's see. Yeah, so let me just make sure. Yep. This is interesting. Memorial of Jesus' death. Ah, yes. Look what we got here. It's going to be on Saturday, March 27th. They invite us, of course, you know, as usual, to join in on this special occasion with them. Now, like I said, we still got COVID stuff going on. But because of the pandemic, it's gonna be virtual. To learn how to connect to this event, ask one of Jehovah's Witnesses or click the button below. Why did Jesus die? Oh my goodness. they've got a lot of fun links here for you in case you want to learn more. But yeah, let's click on this find a location thing, because that would be cool. Let me see here. You probably can't see it. Oh wait, you can see it. That's cool. All right. Yeah, so let's see. Let's find a location here. Oh, we got somebody saying hi. Hey, Denise. Long time no chat. Let's see here. Yeah. So they want you to. It wants to know my location, and they can know. Like, you can't see it because like it's on my screen. It's not part of what's being broadcast, but like a little notification just popped up and said apps.jw.org wants to know your location. Yeah, that's gonna be a no. I mean, yeah, I know I'm being paranoid. I know the website just wants to know so that it can help me figure out where to find a memorial. But yeah, so like it wants you to call whatever is closest to you. So let's say here that let's say that my zip code is 33772, which is, believe it or not, my old area code when I lived in Seminole, Florida. Alright, so let's see here. If I wanted to go to the memorial and let's say, ooh, Pinebrook. Let's go to the Pinebrook one. Okay. I think I actually recognize that one. Is that my old fucking congregation? Huh. It might be. Yeah, I think my old congregation is Pinebrook. Okay, cool. It might be anyway. That was like so long ago. It was when I was like 12, 13, between 12 and 13. Let's see here. So if I wanted to go, I'd have to call the number and get a link. Now, I'm gonna have to do some experiments with this, and I'll get back to y'all on how this goes, but like, my guess is that they're probably gonna be like, yeah, so let's take your name down and some other information so that we can give you this link. We'll need like an email, and a name and possibly an address. Like, I have a feeling they're gonna ask for some personal information, just so they, I guess, so they can try to avoid any apostates showing up. That's crazy. Yeah, let's see here. Hold on. The hall near me never answers their phone anyways. They will screen everyone, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So yeah, interestingly enough, I've been wondering, like, what do you think the memorial's gonna be like on like a Zoom call? I mean, are they gonna be like, hey everybody, turn your cameras on, put yourself on mute so that you can't say any apostate shit, and then make sure you have a glass of Jehovino available, and some Jehovino and some like Jehovah tortillas or whatever available on a plate so that you can hold it up in front of the camera when it's your turn and then put it back down to pretend that you've passed it along. I mean, like, seriously, are they going to take turns like pretending to pass it, like just picking it up, showing that they've got it on the camera and then putting it back down? Oops. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, that's the phone screaming at me, telling me it's time to take a pain medication. Yeah, I've got like some nerve damage, so I have to take medication 3 times a day for that. It's good times. I think I've mentioned that before. And I definitely need that nerve pain medication right now with the Jehovah's Witnesses getting on my last nerve here. Anyway, as I was saying, like, I'm kind of wondering, are they gonna actually have people just like hold up their glass and just be like, There you go. I got my Jehovino. I'm putting it back down. I'm not drinking it because we're not supposed to do that. But then they're like off to the side, like you know that there's gonna be like a few elders or something, or like witnesses, you know, kind of off to the side, like I ain't wasting this freaking wine. I bought this bottle of wine. I'm gonna drink this wine. I mean, honestly, if they don't drink it afterward, I'm ashamed. Like that's a shame. That's a shame if they don't drink it after. What, you wasted wine for what? I mean, I don't even drink. Like I stopped any kind of alcohol consumption like 10 months ago. Yeah, it's 10 months as of this month. So like I don't even drink and I still think that's bad, wasting wine. I would love to see people find a way to virtually crash this, and it would have to be a pretty creative way to do it because I'm almost positive that they're going to make you like mute your fucking microphone. I'm positive that they're going to be like, don't drink the damn wine. I'm sure they would shut your camera off like immediately if you did some shit like you started, I don't know, like, oops, hold on. Let me pull out this thing. If you like held up a sign or something like, ooh, apostate shit in the background, put some apostate messages on there. I mean, that's what I would expect. Hold on. There we go. Let's put a little apostate message. I don't know. Maybe. If that's what happens, it might make it a little more challenging to crash. But I'd still like to see people try. And if nothing else, maybe somebody could get, some footage of what the memorial is like in our age of coronavirus 19, COVID-19. Because it probably looks pretty fucking culty. I mean, I don't imagine it's going to look like something normal happening. I mean, if you've seen any footage of the meetings, because they've got there are tons of recorded JW meetings. You can find them on YouTube. If you've seen any of those, though, they're so culty. And it's just, it's boring, it's depressing. I mean, I can't really get through any of them. I mean, I haven't tried to sit through an entire one, obviously. I just skimmed through and I'm like, ugh. I just get a creepy vibe and I'm like, no thanks, I'm good. So, yeah. I don't know. I hope that somebody can figure out a creative, perhaps even hilarious way to crash the memorial. Like I said, I mean, the only thing I can really think of at the moment is just to like either, instead of putting the wine down like you're supposed to, chug the freaking wine and maybe have the scripture pop up on your screen. Excuse me. Yeah, have the scripture pop up on your screen about how you're supposed to drink Jesus' blood, or else there is no life in you. And I can teach, if anybody wants to try that method, I can actually teach you how to use software as a virtual camera so that you can just have the scripture pop up on your screen. Pop up on your screen when you're ready. Like pop up as words. Like, check it out. I'm going to put this picture of death up so you can see what I'm talking about. Oops. Oh, wait. It's hiding. My bad. Let's see here. How about this? Ah, death. Yeah, see? So you can like make anything that you want pop up. Words, pictures. Like you can put a picture of something if you want a picture of something for more dramatic effect. I can teach you how to do that. I am going to try to get into a memorial. Might be kind of difficult, but it's worth a shot. I mean, even just to sit through it and see how they function, in case we're still doing this crapola next year, where we can't actually go in. It's going to be interesting to see how they try to filter people out without looking super culty, though, because oh boy. I mean, imagine being a person, just a random person, right? And you're like new to this whole Jehovah's Witness crap, and you've somehow never heard of them before, and somehow managed to not ever hear about their culty shit, right? Yeah, and then you and then you find out about this, right? And you're like, oh, well, this sounds kind of neat. I think I'd like to attend their memorial of Jesus Christ's death. So you follow the instructions, right? You go and you put in your zip code or your address or whatever. You call the number, and then they're starting to ask you for some really personal info, and it seems a little sketchy. And you're like, I mean, wouldn't that seem weird to you? Like them asking you, yeah, can we get your name? Can we get your phone number and address, and also an email? I mean, to some people that might not seem sketchy. I mean, to ask for an email, a lot of people ask for those these days. Just as a way to contact you, like to put you on a mailing list or something. Maybe that's what it would seem like, something fairly innocent. But if they start asking to like write your name down and write your address down, or like to meet with you in person somehow before this happens, so that they can verify that you're a real person before giving you like a code, I don't know, it's gonna be a little weird. But yeah, the fact that they're not just freely offering the link on the website, or like that they're not saying they're gonna just post the link when it's time, that's sketch. That's, as the children would say these days, sus. I mean, for real though. Like, yeah. Oops. I think any other event, and this is true, like any other online event that's free to the public, right? They just put the link online when the time comes. They don't tell you, yeah, you gotta you gotta contact us, and then we'll give you a link. No, that already puts up sounds off the sketchy ass alarm bells, right? Like, how is that normal? Like, that's super culty. I hope people see through that, and I hope that they don't get a lot of, new people. I imagine that most of the people who are going to show up to the memorial this time are going to be current Jehovah's Witnesses, family members of Jehovah's Witnesses who are like, on the fringes or just feel obligated to go to make their family happy or whatever. Stuff like that. That's who's going to be there. I don't expect a lot of, off the street, fresh non-JW people, whatever. Ain't gonna happen. It's very unlikely, in my opinion. But if it does happen, I mean, those people will have to have gone through a whole process here. They're gonna have to like actually call people up. Like, it's gonna take them some effort to get into the memorial this year. So I mean, like, for people like me who have ADHD, that would turn me off immediately. I'd be like, oh man, I have to call somebody. I have ADHD and social anxiety. You mean I have to actually call somebody? I mean, plus I'm autistic too, so like that puts an extra barrier. Like, I'm not good with human interaction most of the time. I know. You're like, what? But you've crashed a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's called I have DID. So, like, most of the time that's not even me doing it. But yeah, like I have like mega social interaction issues and social anxiety and ADHD. So the ADHD means that's too many freaking steps for me to go to your weird online memorial thing if I'm just like a person off the street. And then like the social interaction stuff too, that would be a barrier. I'd be like, no, I don't want to call and speak to a human being, and then, like, on top of that, a stranger wants my information so that I can attend their weird culty ceremony that for some weird reason is very secretive and closed off, even though it's supposed to be a public event. Yeah, I don't think so. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I mean, it's gonna be a thing. I do, like I said, I do hope people end up showing up or recording it or crashing it or doing something. I know I have a friend who is definitely going to try something. So good luck to him. And as far as me, I will also be, throwing my hat in the ring. Last year, I mean, I just took last year off because, well, COVID, and I think last year what they ended up doing was just telling people to do it at their homes, like in private. I know that's what my grandma did in my old bedroom. uh, yeah, she set up a nice little table with all her good tablecloths and crap, and got out her good wine glasses and stuff. I presume she poured wine. I mean, knowing my grandma, she would probably like actually put wine, even though she doesn't drink either. She would probably put wine, um, just to be real, just to do it the right way. Um, I feel like she would think that she's lying to Jehovah or something, or trying to pull one over on Jehovah by putting like grape juice or something. Um, but yeah, I mean, because she doesn't, like I said, she doesn't drink anymore. She hasn't for like years, I think, since she went back to the JWs. But like, I could still see her, buying a bottle of wine for this purpose. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was hilarious. I also love that they freaking just barely put this information out. Like, just barely. Like, they don't want to give anybody, like, months in advance notice. I think they were also probably, not just to avoid people crashing, but I think they were also probably waiting till the last minute, because they were trying to decide on whether or not it was doable in person. Um, I think it's interesting that they haven't actually opened back up, because a lot of churches, I don't know about wherever y'all are, but a lot of churches here, at least in Texas, where we all know how Texas feels about masks and COVID and all that crap, all the churches are open. I mean, like, you can attend in person. I mean, not all of them, but like a lot of them are open to physically attend. Uh, they require the same crap that you would have to go through everywhere else right now, like social distancing, masks, all that. And a lot of them are still doing virtual services as well, in tandem with actual in-person services. So I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that Jehovah's Witnesses haven't gone ahead and taken that route and opened back up a little bit, at least a little bit. Um, oh, Jehovah's Witnesses. Also, why aren't they just trusting in Jehovah to protect them from the virus? Shouldn't they be happy that the virus is happening? Like, I do think I remember toward the beginning of the pandemic, which, by the way, we're at the year mark. It's been a year since this has been going on. Yeah. Like, at the beginning of the pandemic, I do remember seeing a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses talking about how excited they were because they thought that this was the end coming and stuff like that, and they're like, they're happy that people are dying. I'm like, wow, okay, that's classy. That's real classy there. Stay classy there. Anyway, uh, let's see here. I'll ask my PMO that's physically and mentally out to send me a link if he can. LOL. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, if any of y'all have family members that are PMO, or family members that aren't PMO, family members that are physically and mentally in, maybe hit them up for a link. Might be cool. Might be worth taking a peek. But all in all, I expect it to be pretty craptacular event. Just like people showing up, having a glass of wine on camera, not drinking out of it on camera anyway, and then like being like, I'm just gonna go over here and that's what I expect. And I also expect that if you try to pull any activist crap, you're just gonna end up getting your camera shut off. Like, I mean, I can't imagine that would go well. They'll shut your mic off if you start talking. They'll shut your camera off if you start showing signs, stuff like that. Hell, they might not even let you have your mic on at all, Jehovah's Witness or not. Like if you're one of them, or if you're just one of the public that's coming to their event, everybody's mics are gonna probably be off. So that sucks. It's getting more challenging to do these crashes, but I can't wait to see what people do with it. It's gonna be awesome. I have some positive feelings, some high hopes, we'll say, for this year's memorial. So remember, folks, it's on the 27th of this month. That means you have 26 days. Well, not really 26 whole days, but you know what I mean. You have like a few weeks to figure this out. Yeah. Let's see here. They had a greater percentage of witnesses died from COVID than the general public. Yee. Well, that's unpleasant. I wonder why that is. I mean, they haven't been going to the Kingdom Hall, so what are they doing? Were they just like not wearing masks, or what's their deal? They going out and preaching in hospitals filled with COVID patients? Well, what's their deal? Anyway, oh man. Oh. Coming up after this video, not literally tonight, but probably tomorrow night, will be some footage that I took of the snow here, just because I thought that would be nice and pleasant. And got some cute footage of my landlord's dogs playing in the snow, and Chester rejecting the snow because he was like, hell snow. He's like, no. And that's about it. I think I also have some other stuff on deck as well. Can't remember at the moment, but I know I do. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have some other stuff coming up. But for now, the snow. The snow is what's next, and I'm hoping to put that out tomorrow. But in the meantime, I hope everybody is doing well, like I said at the beginning. Just thought I'd share all this with you because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that they're trying to pretend that this is a public event when obviously they're screening the crap out of people. And I wanted to wish everybody who is going to make an attempt at crashing luck. Good luck, and hit me up if you need help with figuring out how to put stuff on your screen. Like words or pictures or whatever. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Take care, everyone, and have a good night.